In my wildest dreams, I never imagined a day would come when I'd question my wife's loyalty. To me, our life together had always felt like a perfect dream, or at least that's what I chose to believe. For 6 years, Sarah and I built a marriage rooted in friendship, shared goals, and what I thought was unshakable trust. She was my confidant, the one who knew me more deeply than anyone else. But life has a cruel way of exposing truths we're never ready to face. It began on a calm evening. I was sitting in the study, scrolling aimlessly on my phone while waiting for Sarah to return from work. Lately, she'd been coming home later than usual, and I chalked it up to pressure from a new project. Then I heard it, her laughter echoing from the hallway. It was carefree, almost playful. She was on the phone with a friend, her tone bright, even flirtatious. At first, I brushed it off. But then, her words sliced through me like lightning. Through the thin walls, I caught fragments of her conversation, mentions of secret lovers, other men. My chest tightened as a cold wave washed over me. She spoke so casually, as though those confessions carried no weight at all. Her friend chimed in, gushing about the thrill of hidden romances, the intoxicating pull of the forbidden. I sat frozen. Was Sarah talking about herself? My pulse raced, my thoughts spiraling. Could she really be betraying me? I tried to reason with myself, to believe I was misinterpreting everything. But suspicion had already planted its venomous seed. Little details I'd once ignored suddenly stood out. Her phone always turned face down, vague messages she dismissed with quick excuses, a subtle distance in the way she interacted with me. She seemed more guarded, detached, and I couldn't shake the sinking feeling that I was losing her. When I finally worked up the courage to ask, she brushed my concerns aside, insisting I was imagining things. Not wanting to seem paranoid, I buried my doubts, though they gnawed at me constantly. The need for answers consumed me, no matter how painful they might be. One night, after she had fallen asleep, I noticed her phone on the kitchen counter. It called to me like a dangerous secret. With trembling hands, I picked it up and swiped it open. I had never violated her privacy before, but desperation crushed my restraint. My heart pounded as I scrolled through her messages, silently praying I'd find nothing incriminating. But then I saw it, a thread with a name I didn't recognize. The words were undeniable. I miss you so much. I wish I could see you tonight. My stomach dropped. This wasn't harmless banter, it was betrayal. The deeper I read, the worse it became. The messages were intimate, affectionate, raw. Each line felt like a knife twisting inside me. My world caved in around me. Breathing became difficult. The man I thought I was, the loyal husband, the strong partner, vanished in that instant. The trust we had built, the love we had nurtured for years, crumbled into dust. I sat motionless, staring at the glowing screen, my heart breaking with every word. The woman I thought I knew better than anyone had hidden a secret that destroyed everything we'd built together. The silence in the house pressed down on me, suffocating. I couldn't confront her right away. Rage, sorrow, and disbelief crashed over me like a storm. But I knew eventually I'd have to face her. The next evening, I waited for her to come home. My mind was a whirlwind of questions. How long had this been going on? How had I been so blind? When she walked in, I looked at her, my chest tight, my heartbeat pounding in my ears. She noticed instantly that something was wrong. "Who is he, Sarah?" I whispered. Her face drained of color. She froze. What do you mean?" she stammered. I held up her phone, my voice shaking with fury and pain. "Don't lie to me. The messages. Who is he? Why are you talking to him like this?" Her eyes locked onto the screen. Guilt clouded her face, her shoulders sagging as the truth became impossible to deny. "I never wanted you to find out like this," she murmured, tears filling her eyes. She tried to explain, said it began harmlessly, that it escalated when she felt neglected, when I wasn't giving her what she needed. But her excuses didn't ease the pain. "How long?" I demanded. She dropped her gaze, unable to meet my eyes. 3 months, she whispered. 3 months of lies. 3 months of betrayal. I wanted to scream, to pour out my anguish, but the words stuck in my throat. Her apologies rang hollow against the enormity of what she had done. Nothing could undo this. I walked out to the garage, gasping for air, struggling to comprehend how our picture-perfect life had unraveled so quickly. The woman I trusted above all else had been the one to destroy us. The days that followed crawled by in a blur of pain. She begged for forgiveness, swore it would never happen again. But her promises felt empty. The trust was shattered, and I couldn't see a way back. Every time I looked at her, all I saw was the woman who had broken me. A week later, I left. It was the hardest decision I've ever made, but I couldn't keep living in a house that no longer felt like home. Every room, every memory was poisoned by her betrayal. Months have passed since then. Sarah has reached out a few times, but I haven't responded. I don't know if forgiveness will ever be possible, or if I'll ever trust again. What I do know is this: betrayal, as devastating as it is, forces you to face your own worth and what you truly deserve. The worst part isn't even the affair itself. It's realizing I gave my whole heart to someone who wasn't honest with me. And once that trust is gone, it's gone forever.